What I'm about to tell you is 100% true, scientifically. So, listen closely. Before you could think, before you could speak, you could feel. The fear of a predator's shadow, the anger of being denied food, the joy of finding safety in relationships. Emotions aren't random. They are survival written into your biology, fine-tuned by millions of years of evolution. For centuries, emotions have been our compass, guiding us through the challenges of survival and connection. But here's the question. Are emotions still tools we rely on? Or are they becoming mismatched to the complexities of the modern world? In this video, we'll explore the science and philosophy behind emotions, how they emerged, why they matter, and whether they remain our greatest evolutionary gift. By the end, you'll see your emotions not as fleeting feelings, but as powerful adaptations that define life itself. Welcome to Stardust Minds, where the mysteries of existence are probed, one question at a time. Let's begin. To truly understand if emotions are tools honed by evolution, we first need to unravel what emotions actually are. Emotions are universal. From the joy of a child's laugh to the fear in the eyes of prey, they transcend species and situations. But what exactly are they? Are emotions simply fleeting reactions to the world around us, or are they nature's way of preparing us for survival? In the late 19th century, philosopher William James presented a radical idea. Emotions don't arise because of what happens to us. They come from our response to our own physical reactions. As he put it, we feel sorry because we cry, angry because we strike, afraid because we tremble. What he was saying flipped the script. Emotions are born within us, not imposed from outside. But emotions don't just make us feel, they make us act. Fear sharpens our instincts to escape danger. Love binds families and communities, ensuring survival. Anger rallies us to defend what we hold dear. Emotions are tools, finely tuned to ensure survival in a hostile world. Building on this, neuroscientist Antonio Damasio argued that emotions are essential, not optional. Emotions are not a luxury, they are essential to rational thinking. Without them, decisions falter, relationships crumble, and survival becomes impossible. Emotions have guided us for millennia, but where did they come from? To answer that, we need to explore their origins, how fear, love, and anger were forged in the crucible of evolution. Let's take a journey into the past. We've established that emotions are more than just feelings. They're tools. But where did these tools come from? To understand, we need to journey back to the origins of life itself, where emotions were forged in the fires of survival. Millions of years ago, survival wasn't just a challenge, it was everything. Early life on Earth had to respond to threats, find resources, and adapt to constant change. For animals without complex language or reasoning, emotions became their guide. Take fear, for instance. It was one of the first emotions to evolve, a simple yet powerful signal to escape danger. Imagine an early mammal hearing the rustle of leaves. That sharp jolt of fear wasn't a weakness. It was survival in action, urging it to flee before a predator struck. Then there's anger. It might feel chaotic to us now, but for early humans, anger was essential for protecting resources, territories, and offspring. Without it, survival would have been nearly impossible in a hostile world. But emotions weren't just about reacting to threats. Love, empathy, and joy became the glue that held groups together. Early humans relied on these emotions to bond, cooperate, and raise offspring. A a survival strategy far more powerful than going it alone. Charles Darwin recognized this connection between emotions and survival. In his book, The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, he wrote, "The free expression by outward signs of an emotion intensifies it." In other words, emotions weren't just internal, they communicated critical survival signals to others. Emotions became a survival blueprint, passed down from generation to generation. The instincts they fueled, fleeing danger, defending resources and forming bonds, weren't just tools, they were the foundation of life success. But here's the fascinating part. These emotional tools aren't unique to humans. In the animal kingdom, fear, anger, and even empathy take on extraordinary forms. Let's explore how emotions extend beyond us, shaping survival across species. There's a saying, if you want to understand humanity, look at nature. Because emotions, those intricate feelings we hold so dear, aren't just human. They're nature's tools, refined and repeated across countless species, each wielding them in fascinating, unexpected ways. A gazelle freezes in the savannah, its body tense, its ears tuned to every sound. It doesn't wait to see the predator. It flees, trusting instinct. Fear saves its life. Now compare that to us. Fear isn't just about running from danger anymore. It's locking your doors at night, hesitating before stepping into the unknown, or even worrying about tomorrow's problems. It's the same tool, but in our hands, fear has evolved, sometimes helping us, sometimes trapping us. Anger isn't chaos, it's precision. In nature, it's the lioness protecting her cubs, the elephant charging to defend its young. It's raw, instinctive, and focused. But here's the twist. In humans, anger has evolved. It's no longer just about protection. It's fuel for justice, rebellion, and progress. The protests we see in streets, the fight for equality, the determination to stand against wrong, all of it has its roots in this primal force. And then there's empathy. It's not just a human trait, it's the raven consoling its companion, the dolphin circling to protect a wounded peer, or elephants mourning their dead. Empathy binds groups, ensures survival, and builds trust. But for us, empathy is something more. It's the nurse staying late to hold a patient's hand, the stranger helping someone in distress, or the friend who knows when words aren't enough. Empathy didn't just keep us alive, it made us human. Fear, anger, empathy, they connect us not just to the natural world, but to something even bigger, the shared experience of survival. These aren't just tools, they're threads, weaving us into the fabric of life itself. But that raises a question. If emotions are universal, why do humans express them so uniquely? To answer that, we'll have to take a closer look at how emotions shape our lives today, and whether they still serve us or if they've begun to betray us. Emotions have carried us through countless challenges. They've been our alarm bells, our shields, and the glue that binds us to one another. But here's the truth. The world we live in today is a far cry from the one emotions were designed for. In a hunter-gatherer world, fear kept us alive. Today, that same fear can leave us paralyzed over a public speech, or an email, or a phone call that starts with, "Can we talk?" Anger once helped protect our tribe. Now it spills out in traffic jams and arguments over social media. And empathy, the thread that once united us, now stretches thin in an age of endless distractions, leaving us torn between connecting with others and protecting ourselves from emotional burnout. Our emotions haven't evolved at the same pace as our world. They were built for survival in the wild, but today they navigate skyscrapers, social media feeds, and artificial intelligence. This creates what scientists call an evolutionary lag, a gap between the tools we have and the challenges we face. Fear becomes anxiety, anger becomes frustration. Empathy sometimes feels like a burden rather than a gift. But maybe that's the point. Our emotions were never designed to be perfect. They evolved to help us survive, not necessarily to make life easier. So, what happens when we try to adapt them to a world they weren't built for? Are emotions still our greatest tool, or have they become a double-edged sword in the modern age? Let us know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next week for more explorations of mind, matter, and beyond. This is Stardust Minds, signing off.